Welcome back. I'm prepared to be bedazzled because today I'm going to be shedding light on my story pertaining to working my first minimum wage employee job in the restaurant industry at a gross wage of $6.55 per hour at age 16 and at hazardous employee working conditions in the land of Draconian slavery and Draconian oppression. So how was this aforementioned job, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my grief, much to my agony, much to my agitation, much to my irritation, working this aforementioned job was an ineffably, egregiously abysmal experience in all facets. Is this job devoid of redeeming qualities? I would deem this aforementioned minimum wage job to be a dead-end, highly time-depleting, debilitating, dispiriting, unfulfilling, undesirable, harrowing, distressful, brutally wretched, ineffably agonizing job in all facets. I was recalcitrant while working this job. My parent was eager for me to work a minimum wage employee job in the restaurant industry, even though prior to the advent of doing so, I earned anywhere between $2,100,000 to $2,300,000 video views on my YouTube channel at age 16. However, it was not enough to qualify me to be eligible to have a monetized YouTube channel at age 16. I was deterred to work this minimum wage employee job in all facets, and to conduct cost-benefit analysis about the prospect of working this minimum wage employee job. You can summarily ascertain that it does not warrant a person's precious, invaluable, finite, indispensable, sacrosanct time. It is a Draconian, sheer and utter waste of time in all aspects. It provides a person with a 0% chance to attain financial stability and financial security if this is only revenue stream, and it provides an inefficacious way to generate revenue. You never want your earnings potential to be tethered to your time. Your time is finite, precious, and valuable, and sacrosanct. So I acquiesced to working this minimum wage employee job as a corollary of my parent wanted me to do so. It was almost tantamount to working for free. The job had hazardous employee working conditions. I was exposed to secondhand smoke. Certain customers and certain employees would profusely smoke, so it exposed me to deleterious carcinogens, hazardous neurotoxins, and perilous endocrine disruptors. The outdoor dining area did not bar customers nor employees from smoking at the outdoor dining area, even though I would have preferred if it was impermissible for customers and employees to smoke at the restaurant. So I was quite hired in to fulfill 2 to 3 jobs during my employee shifts as I was working my first minimum wage employee job in the restaurant industry. The restaurant would only leverage 2 bussers during the employee shifts in lieu of leveraging 4 bussers during the employee shifts. The bussers would also fulfill the role of the server. However, the customers would seldom tip the bussers. The role of the server was outsourced to the bussers. All the servers did was jot down the entree orders and appetizer orders and subsequently bring out the entrees and appetizers to the customers. However, the bussers would be tasked with recording the beverage orders, preparing the beverages, and doling out the beverages to the customers. They would be tasked with fulfilling the aforementioned tasks during their employee shifts in conjunction with hauling the heavy trays of dishes from the dining room areas to the kitchen. So it was strenuous to sustain working even a single employee shift at the employer's distant job site. The pay grade was minimum wage, which is not enough emolument to even be able to afford to temporarily attain an extremely low standard of living. If you're earning a gross wage of $6.55 per hour by working employee shifts, it's not going to furnish you with enough fiat currency to be able to afford to attain your basic needs, such as the basic need of housing and the basic need of transportation. Earning a gross wage of $6.55 per hour furnishes you with a negligible amount of purchasing power. So, employers should always furnish employees with safe employee working conditions. Employee working conditions should always be safe so that they never imperil employees. A person's expected life expectancy can be truncated by 14 or 15 years or possibly more years if he is profusely exposed to smoke. You never want to inhale smoke. It is extremely deleterious to be exposed to. Environments that you are in should always be devoid of smoke. So, working this job also adversely impinged on my circadian rhythm. The shifts would be early in the morning. It was extremely arduous to sustain working the employee job. When you're toiling, doing laborious, grueling, strenuous manual labor, and when you are incessantly doing so for a prolonged period of time during the employee shifts, it is extremely cumbersome to sustain working those employee shifts. So I hope that you deem this video to be riveting, captivating, mesmerizing, insightful, enthralling, engrossing, intriguing, and amusing. I hope that you're entrenched in the underlying epicness. If you're going to become part of the real private sector workforce, work in worthwhile entrepreneurial capacities, you want to be able to be pursuant of worthwhile entrepreneurial pursuits that at least provide you with a modicum of a chance to attain financial stability and financial security. If you're going to acquiesce to working employee jobs, if you are going to begrudgingly do so for short-term relief, then strive to find an employee job to work that pays at least a subsistence wage or a liberal wage or a higher wage and even a liberal wage, and try to find an employee job that can furnish you with a pension and benefits. And also only work employee jobs that have safe employee working conditions. You do not want to contract a workplace injury. You do not want to become maimed. I hope that you're enthralled, bedazzled, beguiled, captivated, mesmerized, amused, and fascinated. I hope that you're entrenched in the underlying epicness. Thanks for watching. Have a blissful day.